Yeah. Did you get anything?
I don't know. Let's check it.
That's the one?
Yeah. Are they dead?
Call an ambulance. Oh, my God.
I think we know the meaning of desperation. But do we? Think of the desperation that drives people to seal themselves in a shipping container for 15 days, so that when the doors are opened, they'd be somewhere else. Somewhere they could live their lives in peace and dignity. Somewhere free.
How's the woman? She's alive, barely. The girl?
About the same.
The woman talk yet?
She was unconscious when they pulled her out. Hospital's gonna call us as soon as she comes to. It's a little raw in there, Lieutenant. Some of them were dead for a couple of days.
Do you mean to say they were in there for 15 days, they never got outside?
That's what the crew said. Looks like they were set up for a long stay.
What went wrong?
Well, the vent had a tin cover installed on the roof to conceal it from the outside. I guess one of the other containers crushed it, cut off the air supply.
The crewman said there was a bad storm 3 days ago that really tossed the cargo around. So that's probably when it happened.
How'd the woman and girl survive?
These things are built with double aluminum walls. She found a break in the inside wall and managed to work a small hole through the outside panel with a nail.
You'd have to get your mouth right over the hole to get any air at all. Apparently it was enough for the two of them.
How about the others?
Well, they must have been dead already, or else they just let her have it.
Let's get out of here. Talk to Captain.
He'd already left for the shipping offices. We sent a squad car over to pick him up. They're gonna meet us back at the station.
How about the guy that tried to help him out?
We got a pretty good look at him. Freddie's taking him down to the office, see if they can work up a deposit.
They get any plates?
Partial.
Who's he?
The yard supervisor, name's DeMarcus. Are these for the container?
Yeah, I don't think they'll help you too much, though.
Why not?
I never heard of the shipper or the receiver before. They're probably phony.
Okay, thanks. Cole, why don't you call in, check it out anyway.
Detective, some of my men are working overtime here, and I was wondering how much longer.
Until we check every container from that ship.
Any idea how long that'll take?
Well, it better be damn quick. There could be other people in one of those things.
We're gonna look in every container, Mr. DeMarcus, right now.
Sure. Happy to do whatever I can to help.
Listen, until that woman is able to talk, I want you two guys to work on the captain. If he or his crew had anything to do with what went on here, I want to know about it. Now, in the meantime, I'll get in touch with Interpol, see what they can do for us on the other side.
Right.
Colby, when you're done with that, I want you to get onto the van. Unless we get lucky with that woman, that partial plate is the best lead that we got. Let's find him fast.
You scared me half to death.
Sorry.
It's okay. Tea? So, what trouble have you got yourself into now?
What do you mean?
Well, the only time you come to see me anymore is when you're in trouble. Is it your parents again?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And you need somewhere to stay.
If it's not a problem.
You can stay. But I won't be much company. I have to do a dance tomorrow.
There won't be any trouble. Sunita, would it be all right if I use the phone?
Well, there's one in the living room.
It's Barbara. I have to talk to you. Something's gone terribly wrong.
15 days at sea and you don't have any idea they were on board? Never heard a sound? No knocking? No calls for help? Nothing?
If I'd heard something, I would have done something about it.
There were 8 people in that container, Captain. It's kind of hard to figure how they got there without anybody on that ship knowing about it.
One more time. The manifest stated that the container was a shipment of auto parts. It was one of 14 containers, which was loaded in Amsterdam and offloaded here. I don't know anything else about it.
Some of those corpses had their hands torn raw from beating on those walls.
You have obviously never been to sea, Detective. It can get mighty noisy out there. The wind howls through the rigging. The waves pound across the deck. And the timbers hound and creak in the yard arm.
You think this is funny? 6 people died on your ship, and another 2 may not make it through the night. That doesn't mean anything to you?
It does. But it doesn't change the fact that I have told you everything I know.
But
Herr Captain's story checks out. The container was delivered directly to the docks for shipment here. Broker who was hired to handle it at this end got his instructions by phone.
How about the receiver?
Checked out the address, doesn't exist.
I figures they never intended that container to go any further than the storage area anyway.
Did you get anything from the captain?
I'm not sure that captain has got anything to give.
Are you sure of that?
I don't know. But if he was involved, you think it would have been in his own best interest to make sure that his customers arrived in one piece, yeah?
All right, finish the statement and cut him loose.
Who's in charge here? All 6 victims were Sikhs. Is that not correct?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Then why was I not informed?
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Singh, but
We have a specific agreement between my refugee aid organization and your cultural liaison task force. Any occurrence involving Sikh refugees is to be reported to us immediately.
What makes you think they were refugees?
I beg your pardon?
They were smuggled into the country in a shipping container. If they were refugees, why didn't they just come through the system?
Because the system does not accept that Sikhs are refugees.
Why not?
Exactly the question we have been asking.
Look, I don't see any reason for bringing politics into this. I'm sure everybody in this room is after the same thing.
Really? And what would that be?
Do you want to help us or not, Mr. Singh?
The hospital called. The woman's conscious.
Get over there. On our way.
This has to do with the container?
There were 2 survivors, a woman and a child.
I am going with you. So I am to take it that you speak fluent Punjabi?
I can let you have a few minutes with her, but please realize she's been through a lot.
We'll keep it short.
And please, keep your voices down. We put the girl in with her mother, but she's still critical.
Okay.
Could you let us have a minute alone with these people? Thanks. Thank you.
Marikiji. Tusan nal gal kadanga. The winter?
Rajit. Is it you? Oh, Rajit.
It's all right. You're safe now.
I thought we were going to die.
Her name is Devinder Singh. She is my sister-in-law. The girl is my niece, Uritu.
Barbara, this cannot go on. You've got to tell me what you're involved in.
I can't. Not now. I've got someone to talk to.
You can't talk to me? You used to be able to.
It's not you. I've got to set things right.
What things? Barbara, please trust me. Tell me what's going on. I care about you.
You wouldn't if you knew what I'd done. You'd hate me the way I hate myself. Sunita, I've no right to ask you anything. All the time I've known you, you've given. And I've just taken. But I've got to ask you one more thing. I've got to go out. If I don't come back in a couple of hours, call the police. Give this to them.
The police?
Sunita! We'll talk when I get back.
Can you talk?
Are they policemen?
It's all right. I'll be with you. Devinder, Chapud, was he with you? Was he in the container?
It was too dangerous for all of us to come together. So Japur sent us on ahead. Am I going to be arrested?
Mrs. Singh, we want to get the people who did this to you. Now, if you don't help us, a lot more of your friends could die. Now, what can you tell us?
I'm sorry. Nothing. I never met them. Japur made all the arrangements.
He never told you who they were. He never mentioned any names?
He thought it would be safer if I know as little as possible.
Why would he resort to something like this? I wrote less than a month ago that there was every reason to expect a visa at the end of the year.
We would have been dead by then. Raj, didn't you read our letters? It was getting worse every day. We had to do something.
Something? Yes. What this? This is madness.
Mr. Singh, Devrinda, what about the people who put you into the container? You must have got a good look at them.
Oh, they picked us up at night in a truck. It was dark, and I couldn't see the driver. They took us to a warehouse to put us into the containers. They shone bright lights in our faces. We saw
said containers. Was there more than one? Was there more than one?
No, just one.
But you said containers.
My English is not so good.
No, your English is very good.
There was only one.
Mrs. Singh, we don't believe you. You've got to tell us the truth.
That's enough.
Would you take your hands off me, please?
I said, leave her alone.
Mr. Singh?
What's going on? Out! Nurse! Out!
What the hell is that?
You have no right to terrorize her. You don't know what she's been through.
Mr. Singh, if there is another container, your brother could be in it. That cross your mind?
She's got to tell us what she knows.
When Mrs. Gandhi was assassinated by her 2 Sikh bodyguards, there were terrible riots. Over 2,000 Sikhs were murdered in the next few days. My brother was a member of a group of Hindus and Sikhs who went into the streets to try to stop the killings. When he was away, the mob found his house. Ravindra, her 2 children, and her father were forced into the streets and stripped. She was then forced to watch as they hacked her father and her son to death.
Oh, dear God.
After they were finished with the men, Ravindra was taken back into the house and raped repeatedly.
What about the police?
They watched.
Maybe you should talk to Roland. Maybe she'll tell you something.
There is another container.
What?
Apparently some of the refugees wanted their relatives to come along at the last moment. So suddenly there's too many people to fit into one container, so they get a second one. Yeah, it's Detective O'Brien. How's it going down there?
Why the hell didn't your brother stay with his wife and kid?
Jaipur is wanted by the police for taking part in public demonstrations against the government. He decided that if anything went wrong, it would be safer for Davindra and Ritu if they were not with him.
Thanks. We're only about halfway through the containers on that ship. We were going to need a lot more men right away. Freddie, why don't you get this DeMarcus guy back there quick?
Why?
Well, the way this woman understands it, this second container could be on another ship.
Well, you're gonna need one hell of a search warrant if you start opening cargo on other ships.
We are not waiting around for any damn search warrant.
I didn't say wait. You keep looking. I'll take care of the paperwork.
Well, I got the composite. Looks like a pretty good one. That guy's got a real keen eye.
All right. Do you recognize that man?
I am sorry, no. But I know some people who might. May I take this with me?
All right, but you keep in touch with us. Let's go.
Thank you for coming. I didn't know what to do. I found... Stop! You shouldn't have done that. Now they'll know.
Now what? Guess we're gonna find out, huh? Thanks for coming down, Mr. DeMarcus.
Hey, couldn't this wait until the morning?
We wouldn't have called you if it could have.
All right, I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
We need to look at some shipping invoices.
Sure, I can do that. Which ones do you want to look at?
Anything coming in the next week or so?
Are you serious?
Mr. DeMarcus, there is a second container. It's on its way. If we get lucky, we're going to find a phony address, just like the other one.
And if we're not?
We're going to have to look through every single container.
All of them? That's impossible.
We are going to do it.
You're not even sure that second container is coming here.
We are not sure that it is.
Yeah, well, maybe, but I need a stronger reason than that to start taking this place apart.
Do you understand that right now 8 people may be suffocating to death in one of these things?
Look, Detective, I gotta play things by the book. I am authorized to move these things from point A to point B. I can't let you just go ransacking the things at random.
The court order is on its way.
Okay. I guess you guys know what you're doing. I'll pull out some bills and see if anything smells fishy.
When is the next ship coming in?
A couple hours on Pier 23.
Okay, you give him a hand. Go.
Always like a guy who's willing to go out on a limb.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing more we can do around here, Frank. Let's go. Thanks.
So, what are the chances of finding the others alive?
It depends on how well that container made the trip.
Yeah, and how long it takes to find them, assuming they were even shipped here.
Yeah, assuming that.
What about Devrinda? Do you think they'll let her stay in the country?
Well, there's got to be a lot of sympathy on her side.
There's going to be a lot of people who want to send her back. It's still an illegal entry.
Oh, surely not after all she's been through.
No, I'm not saying that we shouldn't let her stay.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying a lot of people are going to be thinking that way.
Yeah, people who are already safe and comfortable here.
Yeah, I guess we have everything that we need, so let's make damn sure that nobody else gets a piece of it, right?
That's right.
Well, it's not entirely that. People are afraid about letting potential terrorists into the country.
Like the Irish?
I mean the Irish.
Well, she's got a point there. I mean, where would you be now if your father was kicked off the boat?
The boat? My father was not a terrorist.
Well, I'm not saying he was.
No, they had different names for it in those days, Kevin. They used words like anarchist, criminal classes.
I've been to school. What are you saying here? We should just let everybody into the country? Is that it?
No, I'm not saying that. But this woman and this little girl went through hell to get here, and they bloody well deserve to stay here. They are not terrorists, and you know that.
Yes, I know that, and you know that. But people read in the papers about violence and shootings involving Sikhs, and then they hear about an illegal Sikh immigrant, and they don't know the individual, so they start to generalize.
Do you know what they used to call those generalizations? Racism.
Don't make me the villain here. If it was up to me, she could stay. But there's no point in saying it's going to be easy.
Nichols. Just a minute, please.
Yeah. Where? Yeah, okay, I got it.
What?
They found the driver face down in an alley.
Great.
Looks like he's our man.
Knife went in the front. No defensive cuts on the hands. Doesn't look like there's another mark on him. Somebody knew. It could be. Whatever. That knife was a pretty big surprise to him.
Damn. The one guy who might have given us something.
He's still gonna give us some. Just gonna take us a little more time to get it, that's all.
Yeah, that gonna be quick enough?
It'd have to be. You got a make on him, Freddie?
Yeah. His name is Pabra Jib. He's age 23, lives at home with his parents.
They've been notified?
Yeah. Squad car's already on the way back to the station with a little surprise for you.
Yeah, what's this?
Pabra here used to work part-time for refugee aid.
you did recognize the picture.
I thought I did. I was not sure.
Why didn't you tell us?
He never would have talked to you.
Ah, but he would have talked to you. Was that the idea?
Yes.
Come off it, Reggie. You didn't want to tell us because you wanted to get to him first and shut him up.
But that's ridiculous.
Oh, is it? Who knew better than you which families were desperate enough to pay big bucks to have their relatives smuggled into this country?
That's what refugee aid's all about, isn't it?
No, we operate entirely inside the system. I am completely opposed to illegal immigration.
Right, and it is a great front. Your clients don't even know that it's you setting them up.
Yeah, how'd you do it? You tell Pablo to handle everything so you could stay clean?
You must be insane.
And when it went wrong, you tracked them down and killed them, didn't you? Didn't you?
No, and I can prove it. When I left here, I took a cab to his parents' house. Here is the receipt. I thought I'd find Pablo there, or at least they would know where he was. Look at the times.
Yeah, well, you still have plenty of time to leave the Dejibs and kill Pablo.
But I didn't. The Dejibs were very upset about Pablo's recent behavior, so I stayed and I talked with them for over 1 hour. I was still there when your policemen came and told us that Pablo was dead. They, in fact, drove me back to the station.
Well, check this out.
And you will find that I am innocent. Unless you believe that the Dejibs would provide a phony alibi for the murder of their son.
Well, even if you were at the Dejibs, you could have hired someone else to do the killing for you.
You think I'd have a man killed while I sat comforting his parents?
Some of you people would.
I am not one of them.
And you won't mind if we take a look around your office. And what do you want to bet there are files on every person who died in that container?
Given Pablo's involvement, you may indeed. But while you're wasting time trying to get a search warrant, my brother may be dying. So let's save some time, shall we? You have my permission to search to your heart's content. Now, am I being charged?
We'll check your story.
It's not me.
Well, I finished looking through all the files.
And?
And as far as I can tell, they're all going to legitimate importers.
Great. That means we gotta open all of them.
I'm afraid so. That ship will be docked here soon. Well, if there's nothing more, Detective, it has been a long night.
For anybody stuck in one of these things, it's been a lot longer.
Still don't think I buy it. Neither do I, but I got a good feeling that man's story is gonna check out, Frank.
And he's an important member of the Sikh community. If we hold him without a damn good reason, we'd have pickets all around the building.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to say that we can't keep an eye on him.
On the way.
Kevin? Frank? Yeah, thanks. Listen, that was a big help. Yeah, we're grateful for that. Yeah. Yeah, goodbye. Interpol. Seems our container isn't the only one. There was a rash of undeliverable containers in Boston last year. When they were opened up, they were empty. But it was obvious that somebody was living inside them. Now, Interpol figures whoever was responsible for that scam probably closed up shop in Boston, started fresh here.
All right. Has Rahid ever lived in Boston?
No. According to this, he came here directly from India 8 years ago. Do you think he's behind it?
I don't know. I can't figure him out.
How's it going down at the docks?
Slowly. Very slowly. That second ship's in. I'm trying to get more equipment down to Colby. It's very difficult this time of night. Lots of red tape.
Yeah, we're gonna pay a call on that refugee aid. Be sure to tell Ferry to call us if Rahid makes a move.
You got it. Listen, you better take this with you. Forensic dropped off the initial IDs on the 6 victims. Okay, get on it.
Well, maybe we ought to just go back down to the docks.
Well, it won't hurt to drop by Rahid's office first.
If he left anything there, why did he give us the keys?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right?
That guy'd have to have a lot of courage.
I'd say Rahid's got it.
Yeah, maybe. Could be he just wants us to get us off his back while he covers his tracks.
You're getting very suspicious in your old age, Frank. We got Freddie keeping an eye on him. He's good at that kind of thing. Yes, right there.
Reggie.
I'm not Reggie. You must let me go.
Not quite. First, you and I are going to have a nice, long talk. Let's go.
Hello, Mr. Jib.
I hate these things.
Oh, if you do it that way. I checked at the fallen 6 victims.
None of them are in here.
How do you get it to move?
Just,
Well, you do it. You do it. You do it. Wait a minute. There's one right there.
Yeah, there's another one.
And there, Beant, Amric, right there. What's that? Means there's no files?
Barbara?
Could be.
Let me try something.
What are you doing?
I want to see what they got on Pabra.
Wait a minute. What's that? Hard copy. What's hard copy?
It's paper files.
Paper is not hard. Paper is soft.
Hey, here it is. Application forms, social insurance numbers, letters of recommendation. Wait a minute. Bingo. Here's his employment history. Last job was at the dockyards in Boston. Longshoreman for Corona Shipping. That means when their operation fell apart there, they must have started up here, hardly skipping a beat.
All right, call the office. Get him on the horn of the shipping company. I want information on all his employers and associates and supervisors. I got a feeling whoever did business with him there, he knew him from there.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He said everybody'd know what I'd done. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm guessing that you do. Am I right, Sunita?
No!
Come on, Sunita. You and he were very close. He talked about you all the time, you know? Cared about you a great deal.
What do you mean, cared? What have you done to him?
Oh, don't worry. It was very quick. It can be like that, you know? It can be very quick. Or it can be very, very slow. What did he mean?
No, stop! There's a letter. He left me a letter. It's in the book. He told me to give it to the police if anything should happen.
Really? Well, that was clever of him, wasn't it? Well, you did good. And to show you how much I appreciate that, I am going to make it very fast.
Get away from the girl! I ought to kill you right now.
If you do, your brother's dead for sure.
Call the police!
He'll still be dead, so will the others.
You fool!
He doesn't have to die, none of them do. I'm ready to work a deal. If you let me go, I'll tell you where the container is.
Want me to trust you? No. You show me where the container is first. Then I'll let you go.
No way.
It's the only choice you have. I'd accept it.
Okay, but what about the girl? As soon as we go, she'll call the police.
I know it's a lot to ask. But will you come with us?
Well, the guy who helped Rahid give Freddie the slip wasn't exactly a wellspring of information.
Say anything?
Well, he said that Rahid came into the store, thought he was being followed, gave him his coat, told him to run around the block.
And he did it, and he didn't even ask any questions?
Well, he said Rahid helped arrange a visa for his mother, thought he owed the guy a favor. And then he said when Rahid was really trying to convince him, he told him he had to get even for some crime committed against their people.
Well, it sounds like Rahid knows something that we don't.
Yeah, and I just found out what it is. Just got off the phone with Boston. Corona Shipping didn't seem to know much about Pabra. They said I should get in touch with his former supervisor, Andrew DeMarcus.
Freddie, pick up DeMarcus at his house, get him down to the docks right away. Kevin and Frank go through his office at the docks. See if you can find anything to let us know what container they might be in. Get on it.
Any luck yet?
Ship came in, but we only got 2 damn forklifts. We ain't getting anywhere.
I want to look at some more files in my office. I have an idea that might help.
Okay, I'll come along.
No, there's nothing you can do to help, but if I find anything, I'll let you know.
Okay, Mr. DeMarcus.
How much did you charge them? How much did you make from those people suffering?
I was helping them. It was their only hope. You can understand that?
I understand they were desperate. How much is a human life worth? How much?
5,000 each.
40,000 per container. Was it worth it, DeMarcus?
It's going to be all right. They're going to be all right. When I realized there was going to be a delay, I played around with the paperwork and had the boys move the second one over here with these empties so I could keep it out of sight. It should be right around here.
What is it?
We'll find it. It's got to be around here somewhere. It's number 3946.
Get out. Get out. Quick, we must find it. Come on, move that way. Come on.
Kevin, we must get some more forklifts in here.
Well, there's some on the way, should be.
Good. You turn up anything?
DeMarcus is behind it.
What? He just drove in here a couple minutes ago. He headed off that way.
What? Radio for some backup, then come on.
I found it! I found it!
What, is another one on top?
They'll be all right. It couldn't have been like this for more than a day.
You bastard! How can you know? You didn't even know it was here. How can you know how it was loaded on the ship?
Look, I've lived up to my part of the bargain. I brought you to the container. Now, I'm out of it. I gotta go. The police.
You're not going anywhere. Not until we open it. Not until I'm sure my brother is safe.
I told you, he'll be all right. We had a deal.
If you're so sure he's okay, then why are you so afraid to stay? Is it because you know he's dead? Is it because you killed them? Open the door. Open it! Give her the cutters!
Hold it, Rajid. That's enough. Drop the gun, Rajid. Drop it.
Japur! 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 Japur!
How did it ever come to this? When did we stop embracing the long lines with open arms and throw up barricades instead? How did it happen that choices would have to be made as to who could stay and who must be sent back? And why are we still so surprised to find that some are prepared to pay with their lives for an existence most of us take for granted?
Hi. They make it?
Yeah, we got lucky. They got lucky. A couple more hours.
That's why we always got to keep pushing, Frank.